20 quirky facts about the all-girl Busby Quints from TLC's OutDaughtered. The delivery only took 4 minutes. OutDaughtered is one of the cutest shows on television, and it's easy to see why. There's not one, not two, not even three, but 5 adorable toddlers to see on the show. Plus, their oldest sister, Blake. Here are some fun, adorable, and even a bit revealing facts about the Busby Quints and the entire Busby family. The Busby Quints were born on April 8, 2015, in Houston, Texas, to mother Danielle Busby and father Adam Busby. The C-section birth took just 4 minutes for the delivery, and Ava Lane, Olivia Marie, Hazel Grace, Parker Kate, and Riley Page were brought into this world. The oldest, Ava, is said to be sweet but serious, although her goofy side comes out when she is with Olivia. Olivia loves to laugh and have an audience, being a big goofball herself. Hazel is the third and has a unique look out of the 5 with red hair and blue eyes, while the other girls have blonde hair and blue eyes. Hazel also has an eye condition called nystagmus, where her eyes flutter uncontrollably. Although she was the last to walk, she also has the biggest vocabulary. Riley is said to be the rowdy one. She loves to walk around and explore, and seems to know how to always get what she wants with her cute, drama queen ways. Parker is the youngest, but she is also the tallest. She's extremely active, loving to run and climb. She's also the shyest. Olivia's face is a little more narrow than Ava's, and Ava's the big one, says Dad Adam. I'm sorry, Ava. I don't want to give you a complex. But Ava's our big girl, and so her cheeks are a little fuller and her head's a little rounder, and she doesn't like being talked about, huh? The Busby family has shared a lot of joy, but have also shared their struggles. Adam suffered from postpartum depression after the birth of the Quints. After coming face-to-face with postpartum depression following the birth of our 5 daughters, I quickly learned that this is a very real struggle that dads all around the world go through, yet you rarely ever hear it talked about. I'd be doing an extreme disservice to our fans if I hid this from the public and wasn't honest with them, he explained of his decision to share his diagnosis. I have a big responsibility with the platform that I've been given. I want to make sure I bring awareness to the realities of postpartum depression and other mental health issues, because I know I'm not alone, and I want others to know they aren't either. Rush Cycle is an indoor cycling and spin class league located in League City, Texas. The couple opened the gym with 4 other partners, Priscilla, Todd, Kylie, and Pete, but they sold their share in their company. Danielle and Adam are very proud parents, and even though they may be outdaughtered, they absolutely love to gush about their daughters. Their Christian faith also plays a big part in their family life. Danielle wrote, "Lord, we praise you for the healthy 2 years you have given us with our Quints. We pray that you continue to watch over our daughters and pray for continued health. We pray for guidance and wisdom as parents so that we may make the best choices for our daughters. Protect them in the days and years to come from the bad in this world." She has a big role being a big sister to that many younger siblings. But even at a young age, Blake is ready for the task and loves to help out with her siblings. She was born on April 5, 2011 and loves all things girly and pink. The family even calls her Princess Blake. Danielle and Adam got married in their early 20s and started trying right away to have kids. After 2 years of trying, the couple decided on intrauterine insemination, and they finally became pregnant with their first daughter. She said she loved the feeling of being pregnant and having a baby growing inside of her. She also said she never got too sick. Her favorite pregnancy craving? Crackers. But it turned out to be just speculation and rumors. While he grew distant on the show, it turned out it was because of his postpartum depression. Danielle commented on Adam's spending in Season 3, and Adam responded by saying, "After the whole drone debacle, I've decided to hire a financial planner to help us get on track and move forward on this Busby train to success. It's definitely easy to get overwhelmed when you start thinking about every new little milestone that they hit. It's going to be some new purchase that you're going to have to make." There's no hard evidence that the Busbys have a nanny, but some fans weren't buying it and accused the family of having one on an internet chat board. Some even boycotted the show over this issue. Eccentric and fun-loving Grandma Mimi loved being there to help out with the Quints when she was out of work and needed a place to stay. The Busbys loved having her around, but they were also a little overwhelmed and quick to suggest that she find her own place. Hazel's eye condition is called nystagmus, which causes her eyes to flutter and move back and forth. She could lose her eyesight, Danielle said. This surgery fix is not even about her vision, it's more so to correct the placement of where her eye goes to focus better, so she doesn't have to turn her neck, which is a huge deal. After the Quints were born, Adam went back to work and Danielle was the primary caretaker of her kids. But she wanted to get back to work, which is why they invested in the spin studio. I'm really looking for the cycle studio to help me become me again, Danielle said on OutDaughtered. I feel like I'm the woman that's known as that lady who has half a dozen girls, but I had a career before all that, and I loved my job. But there's absolutely no evidence, and this looks to be another case of rumors being rumors. Especially when you see how Adam talks about his wife. Danielle still makes my heart flutter when she walks in the room. The view here is amazing, but who cares when I get to look at Danielle all day? And the best thing about me is her. Seriously can't get enough of my Danielle. Work it, girl. It's hard to bounce back after 6 kids, but Danielle has always been very into fitness, diet, and exercise. Probably doesn't hurt that the family owns their own cycle studio. Both Adam and I grew up in Louisiana and have experienced hurricane after hurricane all our years there, but never have we had to experience a hurricane with our kids, not even with Blake, Danielle said. We thankfully did not have to evacuate during Harvey, but what we did have to do was find tons of ways to keep these kids entertained hour after hour, without being able to go outside. This was super challenging because, on just a normal day, these kids have to get out of the house daily, so we don't all go bananas. So it was activity after activity, upstairs, downstairs, back upstairs. Their blog is called It's a Buzz World, and you can follow everything that is going on in the Busby's life from their oldest daughter, Blake, to the Quints to all the family outings in between. You will never be short on info on this adorable family. Molly Given is a writer living in Philadelphia and lover of all things to do with mystery and magic in life. When she's not writing her fingers off, she can be found planning her next adventure in a new part of the world. OutDaughtered. First all-girl quintuplets head into 2nd season of TLC series. They sleep and we sleep, so we're happy, said Mom Danielle Busby. The Busbys, the first American family to girl quintuplets, have their hands full with 5 one-year-olds on the move. Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, Parker, parents Danielle and Adam, and big sister Blake, 5, all stopped by Good Morning America today for the babies' first live television interview. Their TLC show, OutDaughtered, is heading into its 2nd season. Over the weekend, the Busbys packed up their girls to travel on their very first airplane ride from their home in Texas to New York City, one of the many challenging tasks Mom and Dad have faced caring for a total of 6 children. They sleep and we sleep, so we're happy, said Mom Danielle Busby with a laugh. The hardest thing is just literally the logistics of doing anything, like simply putting them in the stroller, getting in the car, she added. I mean, it takes about 20-25 minutes just to get all of the babies in their car seats strapped in. Getting up, going to the grocery store, it's stuff like that is just so complicated. The Busby Quintuplets came in the world in April 2015 at the Women's Hospital of Texas. They were the first all-female quintuplets to be born since 1969. OutDaughtered Danielle Busby denies getting a tummy tuck after welcoming quintuplets. During an Instagram Live Q&A on Thursday, the OutDaughtered star answered some questions from her followers, including her addressing whether or not she had a tummy tuck following the birth of her quintuplets in 2015. When an account holder asked if she had gotten the cosmetic procedure, Danielle, 37, denied going under the knife. "This question I get a lot," she replied, according to a screenshot captured by In Touch. "No, I have not had a tummy tuck." Although the mother of 6 didn't get the surgery, she said she would not think any less of someone else wanting to get one. "I know the after-body challenges our body faces after going through pregnancy, so if some other mom chose to have a tummy tuck, by all means, you do you," wrote Danielle. Danielle Busby, Instagram Adam and Danielle Busby with their daughters in 2019. The TLC star shares 6 daughters with husband Adam Busby, 9-year-old Blake and 5-year-old quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Riley, Parker, and Hazel. Earlier this month, Danielle was hospitalized for a mystery illness, which she thankfully did not end up needing surgery for. The Busbys first opened up about her health struggles when she was admitted to the emergency room in November. Thanking fans for their support, she said in an Instagram post on January 7th that she went into my procedure on Monday pretty certain that I would be coming out with having to have a surgery, but my prayer was answered and no surgery is needed. She captioned a photo of herself in a doctor's office. I am thanking you all for the extra prayers because I believe in the power of prayer and I am certain these prayers helped my outcome. Though this was a result, I was praying for no surgery. This doesn't mean this is the end to my current struggles, Danielle added. More tests lead to more doctors, but still no clear answer at the moment of what's going on. Please understand, I am in the window of uncertainty and I only feel comfortable sharing as much as this, she said. I will continue to share as more things start to unfold. Adam, 38, also shared a brief update on his wife's journey, writing, "Another day, another DR." He captioned a black and white photo snapped at a doctor's office. In July, the couple took a little break to social distance from Texas for a few, amid the coronavirus pandemic, and vacation together at the beach. Sharing a snap of Danielle sitting beside him on a lounge chair at the tropical destination, Adam celebrated 14 years of marriage with his wife. OutDaughtered. How to tell the Busby Quints apart. The bigger they get, the more individual they each become. Any parent can tell you that sometimes we mix our kids up. Every mom or dad has called a child by the wrong name at one time or another. The risk of confusion grows as the size of the family grows. And if a bunch of the kids are all the same age, well, that's a recipe for all kinds of hilarious confusion between the kids. The Busby family of OutDaughtered on TLC probably has one of the hardest times keeping all the kids straight. The family famously has the only set of all-girl quintuplets in America, and two of them are identical to one another. Mom Danielle and Dad Adam Busby have the advantage of being around the girls all the time, so they know all the different quirks of voice and mannerism, and they can spot which girl is which more easily than TV audiences. The rest of us sometimes have to stop and think about which of the 5 adorable little girls we are looking at. When the babies were first born, the parents made it easy for everyone by assigning each of the girls a color and dressing them accordingly. Ava wore pink, Parker wore yellow, Riley wore purple, Hazel wore green, and Olivia wore dark pink. Now that they are 5 years old, they don't get the color-coded clothing anymore, though they do still have earrings with colors that match their baby colors, so sharp-eyed fans to use those clues to tell them apart. But now that they are almost ready for kindergarten, the 5 girls have different looks and different personalities, so even fans can easily pick out who is whom. Ava is the first of the Quints to have been born, but she was the very last one to be able to leave the hospital after birth. She is also one half of pair of identical twins. She and her twin used to be virtually indistinguishable from each other, but as they have gotten older, the subtle differences have become more clear. Ava sports hair past her shoulders that only curls at the very ends. Her parents say she is the sassiest of all the girls in the family, and she has serious ambition in life. In a cute interview her parents did with all the girls for their shared birthday, Ava says she wants to be a doctor. The second half of the identical twins, Olivia, is also the second-born. She and her twin share mischievous smiles and sparkling blue eyes, but where Ava's hair only curls a bit, Olivia has a gorgeous set of blonde curls. Her parents say she is the most opinionated sister and isn't afraid to share what she thinks. She has different career ideas than her twin. She says she wants to be a bird. Fans of the Quints can relax when it comes to identifying Hazel in a Busby Quint quiz. The middle child of the 5 has 2 easily identifying features: her red hair and her glasses. Born with nystagmus, Hazel needs corrective lenses to help her see better. She was the last of the 5 girls to learn to walk, and her parents worried about sending her to preschool. Her parents note that she is goofy but soft-spoken. She also has big plans for when she grows up. She says she wants to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Riley is the 4th of the 5 girls, and she is also the smallest, for now at least. Riley jumped ahead of class in preschool already. She's the only Quint in kindergarten because she was able to learn so quickly. Her mom even says she is way too smart for her own self. Someday she hopes to be a firefighter. Parker was the last Quint born, but she, along with sister Hazel, was one of the first two to leave the NICU in 2015. She stands out for having the silkiest blonde hair. These days, her parents say she is the girliest of the crew and loves to play with makeup and hair with oldest sister Blake. When she grows up, she wants to be Elsa from Frozen, but with a long dress. Rebecca Kuschmeider has been writing about celebrities, pop culture, entertainment, and politics since 2010. She is the creator of the blog Feminzer, and she is a co-host of the weekly podcast The More Perfect Union. OutDaughtered. What does Danielle Busby do for a living? The mom of 6 is also an entrepreneur. The Busby family from OutDaughtered has their hands full with 6 kids to raise. Trying to take care of 5-year-old Quintuplets plus their 9-year-old daughter Blake is a full-time job. But that doesn't keep mom Danielle Busby from having several other jobs on top of her duties as a mom and a reality star. Danielle Busby used to work full-time outside the home, but that all changed when she discovered she was pregnant with 5 babies at one time. These days, she does a hit TV show OutDaughtered on TLC, but she also has several businesses of her own that she manages. What does Danielle Busby do for a living? In 2017, Danielle and Adam Busby decided to jump into the fitness industry and open a cycling studio. They teamed up with friends of theirs to get their dream off the ground, spending a year preparing for a grand opening. When we all jumped in and said yes to doing this, we made sure from the beginning that we would create this business around what we are about: faith, family, and community. We spent months trying to find the best location, going over studio design, picking out materials, hiring instructors and staff, doing a lot of marketing, all while 4 out of the 6 of us worked full-time jobs, and of course taking care of our 10 kids between us couples. Busby wrote about the efforts. The studio launched in 2017, and it was featured on the show for quite some time. Eventually, however, it stopped being a plot point on TLC, and they didn't mention it on the family blog anymore. According to reports, they no longer own the facility. Even though the cycling studio is a thing of the past, Busby has stayed in the fitness world. She and her twin sisters, Crystal and Ashley, launched a line of fitness apparel called Quirky. They had wanted to do something together, and fitness is a shared passion of theirs. It was only natural that we build and create a business together. Our passion for fitness has been a constant between us and is a reminder of our strength as sisters, wives, mothers, and business owners, they said. With that, our sisterly business vision came to life. Quirky was formed by using our birth order: Crystal, Ashley, then Danielle. The I was added as it is a part of our family, and names for each other: Kiki, Lily, and Dee Dee. The items on the Quirky website include everything from leggings to water bottles. Busby and her sisters modeling their fitness line. If you've ever wondered where all the cute outfits the Busby Quints wear, check out their Grayson B boutique online. The Busbys sell clothes for the whole family on their websites. Grayson B is a mix of boys' and girls' clothes, matching looks for the whole family, and affordable pieces for moms like myself who have many to dress, they explain. They chose the name for the shop because Grayson was a name they would have given a boy if they had had a son. The B, part of the name, is a play on Buzz from their last name Busby. If 2 clothing lines, a reality show, and 6 kids isn't enough, Danielle is also a Rodden Plus Fields consultant. She provides a link to her R+F site on her blog, and she even mentions the products on her Instagram account sometimes. Danielle was a project manager overseeing safety training for BP, but she left that job when she got pregnant with the Quints. In a blog post from 2015, she talked about how that job was a major step up for her, and she had doubled her salary. Part of the reason for the change had been to allow the couple to pay for the fertility treatments they knew they would need to conceive for a second time. The job did pay for a successful round of fertility treatment, so successful that they discovered they were having quintuplets. That pregnancy forced the family to rethink everything, including Danielle's career. Even if none of the businesses she runs turn into major success stories, their reality TV contract is probably a big source of income for the family. Their contracts aren't public knowledge, but a producer familiar with how reality shows structure their budgets says that a family like the Busbys could make 10% of the show's budget. He estimates TLC budgets about $250,000 to $400,000 per episode. So, that's $25,000 to $40,000 per episode, and they film as many as 13 episodes per season. That could add up to as much as $520,000 for a season of filming.